Once upon a time there lived a wise elder named Isabella. Isabella was known far and wide for her unique way of teaching life's most valuable lessons. On one sunny afternoon, a young villager named Lucas approached her, curious to learn about the gap and the gain. Isabella welcomed Lucas with a warm smile and began her tale. In a time long ago, there was a farmer named Samuel. Samuel had a small piece of land and a dream to make it flourish. He toiled tirelessly, planting seeds and nurturing his crops. But, despite his best efforts, he always found himself yearning for more. He constantly compared his modest farm to the larger, more prosperous ones in the neighboring villages. This constant comparison created a gap in his heart, a gap filled with feelings of inadequacy, frustration, and never having enough. Lucas listened intently as Isabella continued. Then, one day, Samuel received a visitor, a traveler who had journeyed from afar. This traveler was wise and spoke of a different way of looking at life. He said, "Samuel, life is a journey, and your farm is just one part of it. While you yearn for more, don't forget to appreciate the beauty of what you already have." Samuel, initially skeptical, asked, "But what about progress? Shouldn't I strive for more?" The traveler nodded and replied, "Certainly, but not at the cost of losing the joy of the present moment. Instead of focusing on the gap between what you have and what you desire, focus on the gains you've achieved, the growth you've experienced, and the love you've shared with your family." Samuel contemplated these words and began to see his farm in a new light. He realized that his piece of land, though small, had provided him with sustenance, a sense of purpose, and a place to create beautiful memories with his loved ones. He decided to stop comparing himself to others and start appreciating the gain in his life. Lucas was deeply moved by the story and asked Isabella, "But what happened to Samuel after that?" Isabella smiled and concluded, "Samuel's heart became light, and he continued to work on his farm with newfound joy and contentment." As the years passed, his farm did flourish, but not just in crops. Samuel's contentment and gratitude created a ripple effect in the village. The villagers, too, began to focus on their gains and appreciate the richness of their lives. And so, the gap and the gain became a part of their wisdom. Imagine you're in a job you enjoy, but you constantly compare your position to colleagues who seem more successful. The gap represents the difference between your current position and the higher one you desire. Focusing on the gap might lead to stress and dissatisfaction. Instead, focusing on the gain means appreciating how far you've come, the skills you've developed, and the experiences you've gained. This can boost your confidence and motivation, eventually leading to career growth. Lucas left Isabella's side with a heart full of gratitude and a newfound perspective on life. He realized that, like Samuel, we all have the choice to focus on the gap that separates us from our desires or the gain that fills our hearts with contentment and happiness. And in the small village between the rolling hills, the legacy of Isabella's storytelling lived on, teaching generations the invaluable lesson of cherishing the gain in their lives. Did this video resonate with you? If it did, don't miss out on more incredible content. Hit that subscribe button right now. And don't forget to ring the notification bell because, trust me, you'll probably never see us again if you don't. Join our community today.